Now let us come to the second question. What do you understand by nanotechnology and how is it helping in health sector? Right. So in this, let us first understand what is the demand of the question. So question is directly asking the definition. So give a detailed one. If question is not asking a definition directly, please don't ponder on the definition only. Please value add. Okay. Now second thing is specifically it is asking about application in the health sector. So be specific. If the question is being specific, be targeted. Don't beat around the bush at all. So what is the blueprint or the approach to the answer? In the introduction, don't provide a simple, definition. Please add some value. And you can mention the nano mission. Now, in the previous question of this topic, of this theme, nano mission was asked. So this is also the benefit of tackling PYQs in your practice. You can reuse the content and it will enrich the answer. It will reduce your effort and enrich the answer at the same time. In the body, please explain the applications, of course, because it is asking about health sector applications. And since the question is not mentioning India or international arena, you can use international examples also, but try to focus on India, of course, because this is an exam for India. In the conclusion, highlight the potential and then you can link it with other technologies to transform healthcare. Remember, healthcare. Focus on healthcare. Keep the answer targeted to the main keyword of the question. So first we'll see the introduction. Now in the first question of this topic, of this theme, I've already discussed the definition, but again the same thing is written over here for your benefit. See, the nanotechnology science of understanding and control of the matter. I have used different keywords from the first question of this theme. Now control of matter at the nanoscale. So a little bit of detailed definition I have written, 1 to 100 Newton meter, because detailed definition is written because it is being asked directly by the question. So at this scale, now what happens is at this scale, the properties of the materials change, they behave in different ways, and that is the benefit of technology of nano level. So at this scale, matter shows unusual and unique properties due to quantum effects. These properties open up new possibilities in research and development. Now, realizing the value of nanotech, Government of India has launched a nano mission. Now, this is how you can connect with PYQ, right? For developing practical products, again, that is the approach of the program, right? So, I have highlighted this thing, that reuse the content. This will benefit you in a lot of ways in which you don't realize. Okay, in the main examination, you don't have time to pick up things for everything, right? Every topic. So try to reuse the content at least from the same topic. Moving ahead, let us see the applications in the health sector, because the question directly jumps to how it is helping in the health sector after the definition, right? So in the introduction itself, I have done this. What you can do is divide this in two parts if you wish. You can start directly with the mission and then you can talk about definition, whatever way you want. Point is you have to write the content. That is more important. You have to respect the question and respect the examiner. So first application is targeted drug delivery. This we have seen in the first question also, but then again, this answer is a separate one. So we'll study this here also. Nanoparticles can be programmed to affect only the disease cells. Now I have written things, same theme, same topic in a different way. So this is how you can learn. And I hope this creates a feeling of confidence in you that same thing can be written in different ways, and how we are showing. So if you program the cells or nanotechnology to target directly the cells, you can of course have minimum side effects, right? For example, there are drugs called Abraxane, right, which is a nanomedicine for cancer. There is nano carrier developed by Dr. Reddy's laboratory for cancer and cardiovascular disease. So I have taken both international and Indian example. This is for your benefit. Please try to use it to the maximum level. Second is improved diagnostics. So in health sector, correct diagnosis at the correct time is extremely crucial. So nanosensors have high surface area and reactivity, hence they can detect diseases at early stages. So what are the examples? There are a lot of materials which are currently being used, like quantum dots, silica based nanoparticles, carbon nanotubes. These are developed Why? In the way of developing kits. Kits are being developed so that the detection of disease can be done as soon as possible. NanoSniff is an Indian company which has developed a nano sensor based air quality monitoring. So this is an Indian example. Next point is implants and prosthetics. For these things, NanoTech can create new materials for implants and prosthetics, and it can create or it can, let's say, augment in the current materials, and then it can increase the shelf life and reduce the toxicity. So nanomaterials have improved performance and longevity of implants. For example, there is an organic nanoparticle called polyether ether ketone, which is used in orthopedic surgery because it is inert, it doesn't react. Next is regenerative medicine, that means creating new cells. Nanomaterials are used as covers, that means scaffolding or something which protects the material for tissue regeneration. That means something is sent to the tissue so that it is protecting the tissue. For example, Indian Institute of Science has developed nanofiber scaffolding for bone tissue regeneration. All right. You might not be able to understand every word that we have written. I've tried to keep things as simple as possible. So you're obviously free to Google, right? Please put in some effort so that things enter your mind. If you just keep seeing and hearing things, it's not going to work. You have to practice, you have to write them. Next is treating degenerative diseases. Now here, Indian Institute of Science has again developed a metal nanomaterial which reduces chances of diseases like Parkinson's. Right? Next is water purification. Again, a very important thing in health. IIT Madras has discovered a nanomaterial that can remove arsenic, iron, and even uranium from groundwater, which is very important because arsenic poisoning is prevalent in our country. Kerala University has developed a water purifying nano powder which can, provide itself the electricity from sunlight. Brilliant thing. So it can use sunlight to power itself. So let's come to the conclusion. Future of nanotech in healthcare. See, I have targeted healthcare, nothing else. In healthcare looks promising as seen by above examples, but I have linked it with other technologies here. Now, integration of nanotech with AI, with 3D printing, right, with robotics can lead to immense potential. Linking it with other technology holds immense potential for affordable and personalized care. Now, please, in this way, target the topic that question is asking. Don't try to deviate. All right. I hope you understand all this. Right. Now, one thing which is value addition. Now, if the question is asking some other angle of the nanotech, then you can add this. Or if you don't have sufficient content, you can then also add this, but make sure it is relevant. It is relevant to the question. Otherwise, it will just reduce your chances of clearing main examination. So what are the challenges that can be understood? Safety and toxicity. Long research is needed so that we create materials that do not, create toxicity in the body. Okay, you can read this. I'll just discuss. Second thing is cost and scalability. Of course, things are created in labs, but can it be used by a common person? Can it be made affordable to a common person? That is important. Scalability in the sense you increase the let's say production of the product. Ethical concerns are there, of course, privacy concerns of data, right? Biosensors are inserted in humans for testing right now, only for testing. They are also giving a concern, or we are getting a concern of privacy from that. So what is the way forward? Enhance the R&D investment, because this is a key in the key technology of 21st century, of course. Now, the way I've written this, I want to point this out. The way I've written is full of keywords, right? So increase funding for research and development protocols for nanomaterial biocompatibility and environmental impact. So focus on keywords like biocompatibility, environmental impact. Don't just mention that you need to increase the R&D. Why you need to increase? So you can also mention that. Second is skill development and capacity building. Of course, that's very obvious. Robust regulatory framework. Yes, because there are a lot of ethical issues involved in any upcoming technology. PPP, public private partnership. Of course, we need the private money to step into this also. Government should not and is not, government obviously cannot put money behind every initiative, every technology. Government should regulate, government should provide enabling policy, of course, and some funding, but not always. Funding should also come from the private sector. So promote collaboration to translate research into marketable products, right? Also, I have changed the conclusion depending on these 2 points. So nanotechnology has, of course, immense potential for India's health sector, right? And by addressing the challenges and fostering a conducive ecosystem, India can unlock the potential of this microscopic revolution. Now, this is again a keyword that you can use. Making healthcare more affordable, accessible, and effective for all its citizens. So connect with people in the sense that write about citizens rather than just technology, because it's the usage of technology that you will be concerned with as civil servants. You will not be going there to develop technology, right? Also, in the bracket, I have put up few words. You can use them as per your convenience. For, offering unprecedented opportunities to develop personalized and effective treatments, improve diagnostics, and enhance the quality of life. So these are the keywords which you can use, again, depending on the question, depending on your own preparation level, right? Right. So that is all for this question, and that is all for the nanotechnology theme. If you have any suggestion, any feedback, any doubt, please be free, feel free to comment, right, and reach out to us. We'll try to solve it for you. Obviously, we are here for you, right? So thank you, everybody. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for listening.